Hello and welcome back. This is day 320 of streaming every single day, and our 65th art stream. Today we're going to be working more on that fan art piece we were working on the last last art stream. And this time I got a few things. Also, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but I fixed a little bit with the arm and stuff because I knew something looked off. I have some references from Final Fantasy XIV since the poses I was thinking of are from there. I have my characters from Final Fantasy up here. This is like one of my Mikote guys for reference. Only male Mikote sit like this, by the way. Let's see. I try to get like the angle that I'm going for in hopes of like making it a little bit easier for myself. I need to upscale these a little bit. The quality going down won't do much. Won't do too much bad for me. So I could probably go get a better reference of doing the peace symbol online because this one is not very. This is not meant to be a peace sign in Final Fantasy. It's actually just the air quotes emote, but you pause it when it goes up. So it's not very accurate. So the smile, kind of just wanted like the facial expression, I guess, but I don't really need that one. Then I have the side pose just for further reference. Let's make sure I'm on the right one. I figured I'd get all the references I needed before, off stream, so it wouldn't be as boring waiting for me to get everything set up. But I guess I'm doing a little bit of that right now still, so. This kind of pose. I want to go for the original pose we were trying to do, because like while the hand hearts is nice, I think this one is a more, I don't know, dynamic pose. I was more hoping for this kind of pose, I guess, and oh, not the hand heart one. I got it from both sides just in case. I might want to separate these a little bit. Because I want to be able to finish, like, the whole kind of pose and then put it into the other formatting we have. And then we're going to, like, tilt it and put, like, effects over it and stuff. That's what I'd like to do. This one, I have my other character for the love heart pose. Just in case if I do stick with this one, then I need to see the hands. And I was like, actually, I can't even see the whole shoulders and everything. So I have this one. I have both of these characters on completely different data centers. Let's see. I'm not sure where to put this one, but I might. See, now you guys can see why I was trying to do like the slant here. And the other one not as slanted, because that's kind of how they have it, I guess. I don't think I executed it properly. I kind of think we should still do this pose, but we should save the other pose for the next one we do. But I kind of feel like I really want to do the other one. Let me take this one real quick. I shouldn't need the... Well, I might need the gloveless version, actually. There are definitely better references online for this kind of pose. But I chose this because it was easier for me to find the exact kind of pose. I want to say I kind of almost got it, but I didn't arch the fingers enough, as you guys can see. I'm not actually sure what I did in this scenario. It's almost like a completely different pose entirely. So maybe I will just go with this one. I'd like to make sure these 3 are in a folder. But I have a feeling. Yeah, okay, that's bad. I need to take all my references out of here because for some reason they all went under the wrong thing. There we go. Okay, so now I can have those in a different one, and we'll make the other pose that I was thinking of. This one, yeah, see, that's what I went from with the difference right there. You can see I kind of fixed the pose a little bit. But I want to try this pose really bad because this is the one that I was thinking of originally. You know, it probably doesn't help he's wearing something like really big. I also tend to forget that the circular part of the head is mostly like the top part, and then you add the jawline and everything separately. Hello Rio, I hope you're well today. I really hope I can do this right. This is the one I'm really wanting to create. It also kind of stinks because I kind of want to... Yeah. Wish I had like a default hairstyle or something to help me see better. Essentially, it's kind of like if you were to mesh a bunch of different poses together. That's kind of what my brain did. And I'm not sure how this pose would actually work. Like, kind of like half of your body still leaning down, but you want the other side to be doing like a peace sign, but you're also, like, still kind of sitting up in a way, which would mean your other shoulder would have to be higher, the other one is lower. I'm not exactly sure how to perform that. So if I end up having to go back to the other one, wish me luck, I guess. Need the shoulders to be big enough too. I think I wanted... I'm gonna have to fix this whole thing. Don't mind the head, guys. This is just... very different than I'm used to, I guess. I'm also really used to drawing girls, so it's... very big difference. I'm probably gonna have to flip this like a few times. What I see here, you can see that they are slouched like this. You can also see it here and here. I guess I don't really know anatomy very well, especially for guys. It's much more inclined there. But not inclined enough that it gets distorted. This arm is the one that's gonna matter the most, I guess, because this one is supposed to be right about here. Maybe I should have gotten the male Vera sitting pose. Because I remember I was talking about, like, the crossed legs and stuff. I could go grab that real quick, actually. Give me just a second. This will take just a second. This is probably one of the weirdest things ever, to be using a reference from a game when I could just like look it up, I guess. But this is a little bit easier for me when looking for references, I suppose. I think it just kind of stinks because like I don't have much I can do for the reference aspect that I'm looking for. Okay, I'm looking for the sit pose. Kind of like that. I mean, that's not even the right pose. What? It wasn't Momokote, right, for that one? Okay, so it was this one. Let me just do this real quick. This should help me with the proportions just a little bit. Okay, we got it. Just need to go back. Reference. This is more accurate to the pose I'm trying to go for. This kind of pose, which is not the slouched pose. This is what I was saying, is like for the first time I was having a really hard time trying to like envision the pose I'm going for. I feel like that's not very common for me because I usually always envision what I'm going to be drawing. So I remember the first stream I did of this kind of challenge for myself, I was kind of bummed out. Because usually I feel like I can envision things. Like, just naturally, I guess. I guess not all poses are able to be imagined. It's like my brain was combining both of these poses somehow, and I don't even know how that would work. It even has the right head tilt that I'm trying to go for as well, so I think that's why this would be a better example. Mm. Hope that's right. I just realized that the hands are kind of blocking, which I guess works for the other arm. I might have to change the pose a little bit on my end because I just realized there's something else that is not in this reference that we have here. This is what happens when you put together your own poses, I guess. Something like this, I guess. This is the part that was hardest, though, is like the legs, trying to envision the way that's gonna go. Also, it's kind of hard because I kind of am picturing like one leg going over this way. Like, kind of like, I'm not sure how to picture that. Something more like where the feet are kind of like this still, but with the knees also like, yeah, more like this kind of thing. I had to make sure I wasn't just drawing on my reference layer. That would have been bad. Something more like this is kind of what I'm looking for. Like right about maybe here. I don't know why it always goes like a little bit more down or a little bit more up than it actually is, but it does that, I guess. And then would we still keep the other leg like right about here? Is that what we'd be doing? Because I wanted the other hand to kind of be more like outstretched like this, like the arm up here, and then have the arm kind of like elbow like resting right here, and then kind of like holding their knee, I guess. Then doing like the peace symbol. Kind of like that. But I'm gonna erase this part for clarity real quick. Because I think the arm pose will come naturally if we can figure out the leg pose first. That's the most confusing part for me right now. We'll keep that as like our random, oh crap, can't do that. Random like reference thingy. I should take it off of this. And now I can do that. Okay, so yeah, this is so hard to picture. I'm trying to imagine this right here. But the leg has to be closer inwards rather than outwards for it to be able to be perched on like that properly. And then you have the other leg which crosses over. Is that right? Did I don't think I put it up high enough. I don't think I put the other one high enough. I think this is more accurate. I guess I don't have like a shoe to put on them yet, so I'll just do this. Um, I need to fix this part a little bit. I think it's actually this part that's messing me up though. made the foot way too small. Even compared to the other one over here. That one at least has more of a shape of a foot. So if I continued this leg down here, it would be leg would probably be right about here-ish. Right? Or am I having that wrong? I would like the big toe to be around right about here, I guess. Once we get the basic pose down, we'll be able to start like refining it. Oh wow, I really am bad at ankles. At least it wasn't in the right spot, it seems. Oh, hang on, I need to change this part too. The foot should be facing the viewer more. Like that. This is a little bit challenging, huh? I wanted to go from the same kind of angle on this one though, so that's why I'm wondering if I need to change a little bit more. Like maybe elongate this part here, or... The foot is way too big. I'll fix that later. Trying to figure out what we did for that one over there. Do I have enough space between this part here? I think that's what it is. I noticed like how much longer this part is and how much more upwards this one is. I feel like this one didn't go out enough. So I need to fix that just a little bit. Even something more like this would be more accurate, I think. Oh, look, you wouldn't even see as much of the leg, the other leg. think that's a little bit better. See, you're supposed to have like the leg is still supposed to look 3D. That's what's kind of getting me about the other leg. I know I'm not the best with proportions in this area, but especially because this is not where the ankle or the knee would be. The knee would be a little bit further. It'd be down right about here-ish. And usually when you sit like this, you have your knee perched on the other knee. Pretty much, so... something along the lines of this. And that means I want to pull this arm a little bit forward. More so than it is in our reference picture. Elbow's probably right about there, and then... I'm trying to envision how the hand would be here. Perhaps it wouldn't be that long, though, either. Want to edit this without ruining the rest of what we have going on? So perhaps I should have done this on a different layer. At least, this part here. Hello, Elfin. I hope you are well today. Something like that, yeah. The hand is a little bit too big, though, so we will change the size of that. I think the hand should be the right size now, but we need to change the feet size. Oh, wrong layer. I think this might be a little bit more accurate now. Only thing is I think this part right here. Something about that part that's a little bit off. I think if we change this part just real quick. Oh, wrong layer. Yeah, because the elbow's up higher for most people. Up at the top of the waist-ish. Seems about right, yeah. This is obviously a more natural pose, but... Hmm. Okay, I have an idea. You know, I'm glad we separated this layer now. I do a more relaxed pose for this too. It's there for a purpose, but... This one is the right layer. Move it up a little bit. Hmm. Something around there. And now I can put the elbow where it belongs. Should be right about here, I think. I'm wondering if I should have made this more inward or not. This kind of looks a little bit awkward. And I almost can guarantee that transforming or flipping the canvas like this will make it even worse. Yeah, there's something going on with this leg specifically. Oh, wait. Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, wait. It might be that. It might be that. We need to move it up higher like this. I think that's a little bit better. A little bit better. I still feel like this should go over more. This leg should go over the other one more. Like, there should be more of a visual indicator, like, hey, this leg is, like, over the top of another leg right here. This other leg. Like, something more like that. Just to show an indicator like it's over top the other leg. But I think what I need to do is I need to bring this part over more. Otherwise, it won't be there as a visual. So I need to do this, I think. And then this. And this part, and then... Oh, wait, so hang on. I need to make sure that the upper leg is the right length. I have the foreleg, I think, too long, which would explain a lot. It also seems like it's way too thick. Like, even like that, I can balance the size of the upper leg more. I think that's better. I think that's much better than what we had going on. Just gonna clean up all of these lines now, and then... I'm not so sure about this part, though. This one's a little bit too big, I think, over here. This part. More like that, right? Or not right. More like up here, I think. I have to consider where this one is. This other leg. Hmm. Hang on a second. You think of it like... Oh boy, this is gonna be... I need to think of where the leg is coming from. Okay. Okay, that gives me a little bit of insight. Thought the leg was right. but I guess not. What the heck? Not in the right one? The right brush setting? The only thing the spiral thing is supposed to do is help with, envisioning 3D. I think that's a little bit more accurate now. Possibly. I want to have the shoulders still wide enough. There, I think that's better. Then we have this layer, which I think should be the upper arm right here. Yes, there we go. And then this should be the hand, I think, right? Yep. Okay. I think this is a much better start than we had before. I'm much happier with this one. I have to think of the arm position now. If the hand is right here, I'm picturing like holding the thumb out like this. Or more like this, of course. And then the other fingers kind of like this. We need to picture the palm is a little bit too big for the size of the other hand. They're about the same size now. Technically, this hand should be slightly smaller if it's more distant from the view that we're looking at it. I think that would mean that the arm would have to be somewhat like this. Well, Well, that isn't wrong. I think it'd be more accurate if the arm went out to the side. Somewhat like this. It needs to be the same length as this, though. This one. From the shoulder, which... Actually, if it's further from the camera, though, then it might be accurate. Yeah, something like this is what I was trying to envision. I wonder... How would that work, actually? Let me try to picture this. So for it to be natural, it'd have to be... That might look a little bit weird, but I can definitely try it. Let me put on a different layer, actually. Because I'll probably have to edit this several times. Would we have to be right about here, I think? And then... I'll do a different layer above that one, I guess. Above. That for this part. It is possible. It is. It is. I just gotta make sure it fits the hand shape we have going on here, so it's actually the same size. Like more like that, yeah. I think even then it would be better for us if we did this and extended it out to be more like this. That is like 3 times better. The only part that's going to make this hard now is we have this arm on the same layer as the body, and this is what we don't want. We want to move this off of this layer. And that's what I'm going to do right now. So from here, we're going to take this whole piece now, that is now a separate layer. Take this and make that another layer, just for better posing. Because I realized I might need to fix it just a little bit. I didn't want to move the face because I'm going for this specific kind of look. And then we're gonna move both these together. Oh, not that. Where's the original? Wait. Oh, I still have this part as part of that, which is great. I'm gonna remove that as well. Which means we have this one. Okay, we're gonna put it below this. We're gonna move all three of these at once. If we can. Yes. Awesome, awesome. We might actually want to do something like this. Where's this one? This layer right here. I'm gonna move all three of these down again, I think. Just... No, I think it looks a little bit better like that. And then if we find something else that looks weird, we're gonna fix it again. Looks alright, but there's definitely something going on over here. I think it could be the fact that this arm is not up enough, so we can try to fix that real quick. Make sure it's out, but it's not up enough. Which also is going to take some action from the shoulder, because we're lifting that part now. Made the shoulders very pointy. Now I can take this layer, this layer, this layer, and this layer, I think, and fix it accordingly. I don't want to make it smaller, but I have to do something to fix this. I want to make it smaller, because that would be worse for it, I think. Suppose we'll just have to see how the face comes out, too. Wait, I almost got it. I feel like the arm does need more out. Which means you take all four of these, and then... that should line up when we're done. That'd be awesome. I hope so. I hope so. Why does it suddenly look thinner? Eh? Wait, what? I accidentally, like, color picked another color. That was weird. I don't even know. It was probably like a thinner part in one of my line arts. Did that probably. We need to make this part thinner here because the elbow is supposed to be right about here. But we make the elbow like right up there instead because that would be more accurate, I think. Oh, wait a moment. I see something going on here. Because we want to keep the same width for the arms all the way up. We don't want it to get thin in random places that it shouldn't get thin in. And again, back to this layer right here. There's something going on with this one still. I think we need to convey this part here. It goes over that part, and I'll probably end up having to fix this again. Because something still doesn't look right about it. But we almost got it, I think. We almost got it. I kind of want to pull this part with it too. See how that goes. Right about there-ish, I think. Maybe something like that. I think I can see kind of what's going on here. So with this layer right here, I need to make a new one right here and do that thing again. Is that what it is? This arm is in front of the other part. Well, that actually does look better. I'm actually kind of weirded out about that. It's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the face now. I'm gonna delete this layer here. And that one, I think we don't need that one anymore. And then... Oh, I didn't layer things right, I guess. Oh, we actually don't need that anymore. Nice. Yeah, we don't need the references now. Okay. Okay, I might need it, I guess, for this part, but... Make another part here. I want to, like, quiet down the circle for the head over here, because it's a little bit... bright. Where is it? Like... Hello? I don't want to erase it. Wait. Oh, here we go. What I want to do is I want to take it off here, and then... I'm gonna move this all the way above everything else. I think that'll be the best move for us. And then we're gonna take this one, we're gonna dim this a little bit, and then we're gonna take this one, and we're gonna draw this one darker, I think. I'd like to draw this part darker. This is the hard part. Because I should move this part higher up. Right, like about here-ish, I think? I want to do like looking forward, but still tilting the head. Looking up and this way. Maybe not up, but like... This part right here. Head might be a little bit too big. We can adjust that after. Right now I just need the basic idea. Basic structure. It's definitely a little bit too big. What's even crazier about this project, guys, is once we draw it here, this is a really small version of it. So I'm gonna have to redraw it after that. And then I'm gonna start refining it. So even once I have this pose down, I have to fix everything like that. Just need this finger to be slightly bigger. There we go. Right about there, I'm thinking. Looks okay. Or we could keep it more in like that. I just don't want it to interfere with the eyes or anything. Like that, maybe? I do want to match this up to see if it matches the size of the hands. Okay. That should be the right size now. I could probably do smaller. Slightly smaller, I guess. I think this should be about the right size. And then, I don't want to do a masking layer, but I'll do this. 104, 112, 141. And then copy this. Go to the other layer. And copy it. Or paste it again. There we go. Okay. That is a good base. From there, we'll go like this, I guess. I think that side was more natural. This one was less. There we go. Having like a lot of lag right now. So whenever I think I get it in the right spot, it gets stuck. We're definitely gonna have to redo the head, by the way. It's not angled the right way. There's not enough clearance, I think. I could just do that, I guess, but kind of makes everything harder. I shouldn't do that. Oh, wait, why is it not, like, showing my other layer? Let me get a reference real quick. Myself on the other screen. Oh, I see, I see. That's almost got it. More like over this way, I think. More up. More up. Move the whole head up though, and then I can change the hand accordingly. I think I'll remove this part here and change that out. Well, I guess it could be more like this if the head is down. But I'll need to fix it, I think, if the head is down. Need more clearance here from the space from the chin and the mouth. Right about here. I was gonna make the other eye shut, that's right. Well, I'll keep this other one and as a just in case. I'm thinking something like that-ish. Okay, let's go back here again. I think that's a little bit closer now. This layer is supposed to be the hair. Should start with the base first, and then we can go on from there. Need just enough of a gap right here. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. Erase this part. Let's do this even more basic part. This one looks like it rises a little bit higher. This one raises lower. So pass the eye over this way. It's not very wavy or curly there. It's just kind of like that. And then so there's a stray hair right in the middle here that kind of goes down and then curves this way. I wonder if I can do that. Maybe move it down a little bit. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. Okay, it looks like this hair actually goes a little bit higher than this one. Kind of curls up like this. That's nice. I like the hairstyle a lot, actually. It's really nice. I'm sure a lot of you have been able to guess this by now, those who are my friends. There's another one that's like this hair right there. Almost there. I feel like I didn't do much of the curve at the top on the other side. I kind of want to do that, but I want to make sure I get this long part real quick right here separated from everything so I can position it correctly. Okay, very nice. Now I can fix this bit a little bit. I'd like to move this whole half real quick, more towards center. And this side over here more. This side is supposed to rise up higher with that the part right here. It's also slightly not as wide there. I want kind of this part here to kind of like tuck in more. Because there's still a whole lot of hair we gotta draw. And these are kind of just like the bangs. Almost there. I do need to expand this part more. A little bit more like that, yeah. We can't fix the neck part yet, but we could do this and then this. Move it up a little bit. I think we should have removed this from this layer so we can properly see everything. Okay, that gives us a little bit more insight as to what we're looking at. I think I need to fix where he's looking too. More towards the audience. More towards this way. Yeah, more like that. Okay, I think that we can do the reverse thingy too. Just to see, check for any inconsistencies. Okay, I can already see one. Which is in the eyes. Oh, but I'm definitely not drawing this reversed. That'd be really hard. Let's rotate it back now. Something does look a little bit off with the eyes. I'm wondering if it's the other eye. Like this one over here? The eyes are supposed to be have enough space between them. Like kind of like this. Could be the sizing of the eyes, because they're actually not that big. And they're spaced further. Okay, that's actually better. I think I like that better. I like that this side over here is a little bit like more rounded for the bangs. Meanwhile, this one seems to be a little bit sharper. I drew it way too sharp, but it's a little bit sharper than the one on the other side. There we go, more like that. Um, okay, so we did separate that one, thank goodness. I was gonna say, I hope I separated this one. Because this one should be more like this. It creates more of a space like that. It's not too long, but it's just long enough. Block a small section like that. I'd like to fix this a little bit too, because I'm not sure how to do this part, but just a little bit. I want to like kind of clean this part up a tad. That's a little bit better. But I do need to increase this part right here on the side. Yeah, that's what it is. There's something going on over here. It's supposed to be more pointy here too. It's something like that. It's hard to kind of draw because I'm used to drawing different complexions. And the chin isn't even that shape exactly either. What I need to do is I need to split it out like this. Just a little bit. If I can get it to work, but maybe I'll just leave it for now. I can redo that part later. Let's work on the hair again. Move this part here, and then... Oh, let's do a separate layer for this one, actually. I guess I didn't. Okay. This one. Coming with me. Where is it? Down here. Okay, now we put it on that layer. Where we can start, this part of the hair. We're gonna move this part down. Looks like he's got another one of those strands towards the back. And right around there, it goes like this. I drew the other one too thick, I can see. So we can fix that later. This is when it gets harder to tell what is what. Something more like this, I think. I think it'd be better if I did this. I pulled all this stuff upwards and then did this. Slightly better. Oh, over here. Looks like he's got one right about here-ish. Oh, no! I feel like I should have done more on this side though too. I feel like the right side I did was more accurate. There we go. I have to add one of those other layers in a moment, like right back here. For this one. This one comes up from the middle of the yellow part and then Okay. Yeah, we just need to fix the chin now. And then I think we can go back here now. Okay. I'm gonna need another reference in a minute. Actually, do you guys remember, like, just, like, at the start of the stream when I said that this is not going to be the official, like, thing because of how small it is? Now I'm going to have to redraw it all over again. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to go into so much detail already. That's crazy. I think we will wrap up the stream by quickly drawing the clothes real quick. Um, see if I can find one here. Okay, speed draw. I'll draw it in the darker layer. Or darker color, I mean. The proportions likely will not match up just yet. I'll need to change some of the proportions for sure. I'll need to change at least this part, and then I need to change the neck as well next time. Yeah, we'll definitely need to change that. The neck part is too thick. And the shoulders need to be wider. It's gonna look very different by the end. Okay, got like the big cuff part here. Oh, okay. Could have made the hands a little bit bigger. I'll probably have to do that next time. I think one thing I should do though is try to help the puffiness of the sleeves. That's what it is. I was gonna say the arms, but that wasn't gonna be the right word. I think I also need to bring this part up a little bit, and then it's supposed to be the jacket. I need to bring this part up as well. This part needs to be more open. I might not be able to get the little tiny Z's on there now, but right about here, I think it is. Or possibly around, maybe we did have the other spot around the right spot. I'll just go up here like this. Okay, we have this part here, and then no. Okay. I want to be able to pronounce the elbow still, but it's kind of hard. So I'm not sure how it would look on something like this. My best guess is that I would turn this part over around this way. Which would probably fix the hand situation as well. So I'll just go with that for now. If it fixes it. Okay. Something like that. Do you like that he chose like some really baggy clothes for his character? I'm just not used to drawing baggy clothes. This is crazy. I have to do some more studies on this. I think it would be more like up here, it'd be like this. There'd be tension right there. There would be tension right there. I'm trying to figure out how that would look. I'm pretty sure this part wouldn't be... It'd be more like that, wouldn't it? I'll have to come back to this when I know better. Just a small detail that technically doesn't need to be there, but not yet at least. Can I turn off that one layer? Where is it? This one? Yeah, okay, there we go. Oh, wait, I just realized another thing I missed. It was one of the hairs over here. Where's the hair layer again? So this one, I want to do something on the same layer here. Hmm. Supposed to be back here. I can probably make it curl later. But for now, we'll just leave it like that. Might even be able to move the eyes up a little bit, actually. But I know I need to fix the chin still, so I won't do that yet. Let's see here. Back to other reference. I think right about here is okay, and then... Okay, we are just about done. Oh, I just noticed a pattern here. Okay. I think we will probably call it for today now. I think we got pretty far, actually, considering we had to start all the way over. So yeah, if you guys weren't able to guess already, the fan art is of Asaha Nemui. I highly recommend you guys check out his channel. He has an OG song, Aurora, one of my favorites right now, actually. But yeah, be sure to check him out as well. And yeah, this was day 320 of streaming every single day, and our 65th art stream. I will be working on this again sometime soon. I'm not sure about the directly next art stream, because I might either be working on my VTube model, or I might be working on something else. But I wanna get to this one again. I don't think I'm gonna do too much of it off stream because I want to keep it kind of like cataloged. I think it's cool. To see how it changes and evolves and stuff. But yeah, have a wonderful night, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.